Hey everybody! So today we're going to be talking about doing a tubular bind off. It is a sewn bind off, so you will be needing a needle. I like these needles here because they have this flexible end and it's really easy to use. It comes in a pack of 3 different sizes. I believe they're made by Pony. They're metal, so the smallest size is good for what we're doing today. So I've already done my 2 setup rounds. So the first round you knit into the knit stitches and you slip the purl stitches, and then on the second round you purl the purl stitches and slip the knit stitches. So you've kind of got them a little bit separated there. All right, so now we're going to start actually sewing the bind off. So you need to start with a purl stitch, but most of the time when we have a 1x1 rib, there's going to be a knit stitch first. So how I get around this is that I usually take it off the needle and just kind of hold it there with my thumb. Make sure it doesn't slip down. And this is only going to be a problem for like the first stitch. After that it'll be fine. So now what we're going to do is we have our needle here. And we're going to slip it in here, knitwise, and pull through. This is at the very beginning, so we've got a lot of thread. So if you're cutting your thread for your yarn for this, you want it to be about 3 times the length of the bottom that you're doing. There we go. And now what we do is we go purlwise through the stitch that was just hanging out there and through the knit stitch here. And again, we pull all this through. There we go. And then we do another going this way this time through here and pull through. This is a little loose here. Let me just tighten it up a wee bit. There we go. And now once you've done those, slip it off. And so now when we're working with like the stitch that's off the needle, it'll be this one right here. So again, I'm going to go through the purl stitch this way, then through the 2 knit stitches this way, and then finally through the purl stitch purlwise. And basically why we're doing this is that it ends up making a really nice tubular bind off. You guys already know that I'm a big fan of the tubular cast off, but I'm also a really big fan of the tubular bind off. I just think that it makes a really nice, neat looking seam at the end. It's quite stretchy, and if you're doing something in a 1x1 rib, then it's just kind of the natural finish for these. Now you can also do this with a 2x2 rib, similar to my previous tutorial video that talked about adjusting the tubular cast on for a 2x2 rib. Oops, knocked something over. So what you'd want to do for that then, because you can only do this as a 1x1 rib at the end, is that when you're doing your setup rows with the knit end slips and the purl end slips, when you're doing your knit end slip row, you would just adjust your stitches from the 2x2 rib into a 1x1 rib, and it ends up looking just like a perfect 2x2 rib if you do it that way. So not really that hard. So now I've done a few of these. See, it's not too bad, right? Slip this off. Just make sure you're not too tight when you do your setup rounds, because that can be a bit of a pain. So now if we look here, it's a nice tubular bind off. Of course, it's a little uneven right now, but that all comes out with blocking, right? Alright, and that's how you do this. So if you have any questions or comments, leave a comment.